The passage of Arizona's SB 1070 has set off a firestorm of debate across the country. The following story is that of a man who is doing his best to cope with the impact of this country's broken immigration policies.
My name is Roman Savak. I'm a tile setter. I grew up in Altadena, California, and this is where I live now. And I'm doing battle with trying to find employment in California that pays a fair wage. I have to be fair. One of the things I'm afraid of doing this interview is I don't want to come off as a redneck that is, you know, I'm out to get the illegal alien. No, I know these people need to make a living. I want them to do well. I want us all to do well. California, I have bid job after job after job, and I'm constantly hit. And this, just in the last 2 weeks, I've bid 6 jobs, and everyone goes, well, I've got a guy that can do it for cheaper. And I ask how much cheaper, and they'll go, well, this is a full, huge bathroom, all natural stonework, $1,200. I go, there is no way a tradesman would give that price. That's giving it away. You know, when they said, I have to become more competitive, and I go, more competitive about against who? And they go, well, you're competing against illegal aliens. I go, well, you need to stop hiring illegal aliens and level the playing field. You need to hire citizens of the United States. And the return remark was, well, maybe you need to go move to Arizona. I know these guys aren't getting paid well because they don't have their own tools. They can't afford to buy tools. They can barely keep their vehicles running. You know, I've just seen this so many times in the past. I understand what it takes to be, if you hire me as a subcontractor to come in, I have to have all my own tools. I have to have my truck. I have to have my insurance. I have to be bonded. What they're doing is they're taking, this is some illegal alien who's got a skill, you know, who is being taken advantage of because they know he's illegal. They know he'll take the lower money because he's just happy to work. Seems like the materials have gone through the roof, but the wages are going down. That Pasadena plumbing company that I went and made that, they called me in to make me an offer for a job, sent me out on 5 different jobs to go look at. Well, they had already sent someone out ahead of me to give the people a price through their own guy, who was an illegal, who was charging unbelievably cheap rates. And so already walking in the door, when I tell them my number, they were just like, oh, well, Joe said he already sent us a guy that said he'd do it for $1,200. You're 4 times the amount. How do I compete with this? They've sent someone out that I know the guy's already been bragging up that he's illegal. He's proud to live in America. You know, he's proud to take advantage of our system. This guy was bragging up how he was, I don't have insurance. I don't have any of that. I don't need that. I'm working. And I feel when I run up against a company like that, all I want to do is see them shut down, their property seized, and maybe the next company that comes along will realize they need to play by the rules. I like to think that in America that, you know, if you're running a dishonest operation, you should be shut down. Like the kind of person I'm becoming in living in California due to the the competitiveness that I feel I'm up against, going against low wages. I'm competing against people that will work for just about nothing, and I'm mad at the people that are hiring these individuals and paying them nothing. But I'm fascinated at how angry I'm becoming due to not being able to put food on the table for my family. If you don't receive a fair wage, you can't afford health insurance. You can't afford putting money away for college for your family or your kids. You cannot, there is no future for when I'm retiring. You know, it'd be nice to have a pension other than Social Security and living on several $100s a month. And I think that's a basic quality of life. Now, I'm not so sure I want to go after the guy that's trying to get the job as much as the employer. And the employer is the people we need to go after. And it's because they're taking advantage. These are they're paying slave wages, or these are trades that used to be decent paying jobs for Americans. Washington State is a great place. Everyone I knew that when I moved up in Washington when they were kids, they used to go pick fruit in the summer. Cherries, apples, that was the thing to do. When I hear Americans say, we can't get people to do those jobs, I'm like, what are you talking about? I used to dig the ditches. I've picked fruit. I've done this. I've done that. These are all those jobs that you say no one will do. And I don't buy into that.